Dr. Ferguson, how do you know if you need supplements? How do you know if you have a deficiency or you're depleted in something?
Well, there are several ways to approach that question. There are labs that can be done that show nutritional deficiencies. There are symptoms and signs that show nutritional deficiencies that, say, a trained professional can pick up.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, for most people, just look at the food we're eating. If you're not eating foods that have, say, any magnesium in it, then you're probably going to be magnesium deficient. And looking at America in general, we have some deficiencies. Somewhere around 60% of Americans aren't eating enough magnesium foods.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's likely that a lot of people will be magnesium deficient. And, you can get things like tight muscles and fatigue when you have magnesium deficiency. Start to get arrhythmias, things like that. And, so there's signs and symptoms that can tell you. But, our food isn't what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
The nutritional value of food, if you look at studies from the 1950s compared to the studies now looking at our food, the nutritional value of food has gone way down. So for most people, eating a standard American diet, coined SAD.
Mm-hmm. Standard American diet, SAD.
SAD, yeah. So for most people, something like a multivitamin, multimineral is a good idea because our food just doesn't have the nutritional value it used to.
Mm-hmm.
And we're eating a lot of processed foods that whatever nutritional value was there was bleached out or etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a multivitamin, multimineral makes sense for a lot of people. And there's plenty of studies showing that long-term use of multivitamins and multiminerals lower inflammation and lower risk for various diseases. So I think that makes a lot of sense. If you look at other deficiencies in the American diet, one deficiency is omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids are found in fish. They're
Mm-hmm.
found in flax seeds. Some walnuts have some omega-3s.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't eat a lot of those foods. And, prehistorically, you could say the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids in the diet was around 1 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even 2 to 1, 4 to 1, omega-6 to omega-3 would be okay, but in America it's somewhere around 20 to 1 or 40 to 1 omega-6 fatty acids to omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-6s are found in plants, so soy oil, corn oil,
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. And so, we have a deficiency as a culture in omega-3 fatty acids. So
But we get plenty of the 6s.
we get plenty of the 6s. So, it seems to me to make sense for most people
Mm-hmm.
to supplement, to either start eating more fish or to supplement with a fish oil. I don't tend to make recommendations that everybody should be on this because I'm a physician and recognize that there's always contraindications.
Right.
If someone's on a blood thinner, fish oil may affect that and make their blood more thin. Now, it may not, but you have to determine that on an individual basis. But I think a multivitamin, multimineral, and a fish oil is a pretty safe thing for most people because it helps with the deficiencies that run in America. Another one that seems to be out of balance is Americans get a lot of salt,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sodium, but very little potassium. And potassium is found in fruits and vegetables. Surprise, surprise, we're not eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, so the sodium-potassium ratio is kind of off. Now, the body regulates potassium very well, so it takes whatever's there and will give you your blood levels, normal levels, because it keeps the standard amount in the blood, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily getting enough. So, people should eat more fruits and vegetables. I've seen a lot of people promoting potassium supplements, but I don't think that's the way to go because, you can get a lot more potassium in a food than you can in a supplement. And the reason is because too much potassium has potential to cause some problems, and so there's a law saying that you can't have more than 99 milligrams of potassium in a supplement. And you can get, several hundred milligrams eating some spinach, or you can get, eating some almonds, or banana's the one everyone's familiar with. But there's a lot of foods that have more potassium. Potatoes are actually high in potassium.
They are.
Yeah, and so as far as that goes, if you're going to take a supplement, I think, well, why not just eat the food? Because you can get a lot more bang for your buck. But other things, the concentrated supplement provides a lot more than a food would.
So that's a good way to build a basic supplement program.
Yeah,
multivitamin, multimineral.
If you want to start building your
Omegas.
basic supplement program, you first want to think, what are the basics of health? Am I getting enough of essential nutrients, essential fatty acids, essential proteins? And if I'm not, then to supplement with those. And then next you want to think, well, what systems aren't optimally functioning? If I have a lot of indigestion, maybe I'll think about a digestive enzyme. If I'm exposed to a lot of toxic chemicals in my work environment, maybe I'll think about something that improves liver functioning, such as herbs like dandelion root, schisandra, milk thistle, artichoke, on and on. So you think about, what are my exposures, what are my deficiencies, what systems need extra support, and you can start to develop what I need to supplement. Your main goal should be to get things through food, because food is so complex that you can never take the complexity of food and put it into a supplement. But supplements are just that. They're meant to supplement your diet.
Right.
And so look at what are your deficiencies and weaknesses, and try to build those up with a supplement regimen. And check in with a healthcare practitioner is usually a good idea, to make sure you're not doing something dangerous, or even to check to see, am I spending too much money? A lot of people I see come in with a box full of 100 different supplements that, with a little guidance, they can maybe target it a little better and use ones that more optimally help them.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.